Yes, indeed. We want them to be engineers, we want them to be teachers, nurses, etc. And when they tell us they want to do mechanics, we get so stressed and ask ourselves questions. Where have we gone wrong? That's what we do. What you just alluded to, Lena, is not a hearsay. It's indeed an experience, even to myself. Raising up a child, taking him through basic education, fortunately got admitted at the university, then you think all is well. Come August, you get the news. I applied at NIMT, admitted. In September, I will go to NIMT to do diesel mechanics. I'm leaving whatever I'm doing at UNAM, I want to do diesel mechanics. It was a shock, which was not supposed to be anyway. Yeah. So, yes. So now at least I'm adding butter on the bread from the TVET results. So let us embrace TVET and encourage them. Because of time, Professor Maximane already alluded to UNAM's position on TVET. The interest, as he highlighted, is not really on perceptions or understanding the knowledge or getting the views, but we focus or we do research like the one we are currently busy on green hydrogen, incorporating a lot of TVET concepts. And those who went through TVET training, they are part of the research teams. I'm just referring to a research team on Dowry's project. They are there. So, moving on, I really want to highlight, appreciate the detailed overview of the NCRST mandate given by Professor Alicia and the presentations from the three colleagues. But I just want to start again by saying that the mandate of the university is mainly to provide higher education, to train as per the mandate given by the government to respond to national needs. Secondly, to undertake research, advance and disseminate knowledge, and then provide, of course, extension services. We, as a university, we have been successfully fulfilling this mandate for the past 30 years. We have been doing research within the national frameworks, but we also engage or manage our research and the research processes that are guided by international standards. I think you also alluded to that. And we fully understood or understand our mandate and the role that we have to play. And we introduced processes in place, starting with the structure that has been approved, a dedicated division on research, embedding research in the academic programs, especially realizing that postgraduate is the backbone of research output, and then also coming up with the interventions and strategies that respond to research needs and requirements and goals. And if I may just highlight a few, it's the requirements like making our postgraduate publish before they graduate. I heard it also yesterday from a presentation from NCHE, and then I was saying, okay, we are in the right direction, and I think for that standard we will meet the requirement. We have now made them at least publish their work before they graduate, especially those who are doing PhD and MPhil. And we have also set up requirements or minimum requirements for academics at each stage. If you are a lecturer, if you are a senior lecturer, if you are an associate professor, how many publications do we expect from you? Okay? And we have also developed guiding institutional frameworks, like the research agenda, research policy that we need to align to the program that the program, the national research agenda that is being developed. So ours will be aligned, so which means that we will also be required to review. And we also, it's important to also emphasize that we make budget provision for research as a university. And it was also highlighted yesterday in a presentation from NCHE, the funding of research. But not only that, we also participate and compete at global level for opportunities in research. For instance, competing for research grants, participating in research consortia, among others. Okay, there are so many initiatives and interventions that we introduce as university on the journey towards making our institutions as research-intensive universities. And this, they go fruit for us. That's why you see universities in Namibia, like the University of Namibia, ranked in some of the world university ranking and also in the African university ranking. And we feel highly motivated when we get results of this type. However, there are challenges that we need to address together as a sector. We feel that this cannot only be addressed at the institution level. The funding framework for postgraduate training, specifically, there is a gap. Yes, we have the NASFAF, but then we are challenged because those who want to do postgraduate, masters, and PhD seems not to be gutted in the funding formula. So there is that gap, and I was very happy to hear from the presentation. It's only that it did not come out very clear that perhaps NCRST will be responsible for that. We need to train at postgraduate level. We have left them hanging there. They only survive if someone has offered to give them something to do their studies. The focus globally now is even on postgraduate or on postdoctoral fellowship. The focus now, but we have not yet reached our target for doctoral training, and the world is now talking about postdoctoral, and we are missing. There are a number of opportunities for postdoctoral, but we cannot participate in those ones because we do not have enough people to compete at that level. So that is something that it's a gap that we need to fill as together with the NCRST, the ministry, and the institutions of higher learning. So we need national frameworks to align with and to measure research or excellence in research. We need those frameworks, okay? And we also need a well-articulated and clear coordination process and strategy. especially when we have emerging issues like oil and gas, research on green hydrogen, and so on. This is very, very important because we need to avoid unnecessary duplications, unnecessary competition, and end up achieving nothing or less when we were expected to achieve more. Since we are a very small nation with a limited human resources, so to say, we need a better coordination process on how to engage in these research matters. To conclude, I just have two issues that you may perhaps comment on. One of the reporting requirements from NCHE requires the promotion of interdisciplinary research. I hope that the concept of closed core has taken this into consideration. Interdisciplinarity, there are a number of forms that we complete, and then we now ask ourselves, yeah, this one interdisciplinary, and so on. Secondly, UNAM is taking the aspect of a boy child as a concern. It's indeed a national concern, and would want to see projects targeted to boy child. We have, thank you very much, there were some that were targeted to a girl child, but we really want to see NCRST promoting projects that are targeting to boy child to boost their confidence and not to feel left out. Thank you very much.